Good morning, chefs. Today, we're gonna be cooking it up in the kitchen. That's right, I've got the entire chef attire on, but I can promise you that there is no little rat under my little hat. Remy? Remy? Speak to me, Remy! Remy! No! Remy! Breathe, Remy! Breathe! Remy, no! No, Remy! I took too long. He's dead. I killed my Remy. Anyway. We're in the kitchen today. We're in the kitchen today. What? What? What are we doing in the kitchen today? We're chefing it up. Chefing it up. We're chefing it up. Ham bone segment. I dropped my croissants! Bro, that was real. It's actually... Oh my... Now that I'm all battered and broken, let's get cooking, shall we? You may be asking, pre-made croissants? What are we making today? What are we making today with the pre-made croissants? Well, if you're anything like me, you like watching food videos, and if you're anything like me, you've come across a few of these viral croissant trends, such as the Crookie, the cookie croissant, or how about the flattened croissant, or the similar kind of sugary croissant but it's cut in half and looks like a horn, or the creme brulee croissant, or the rice paper croissant. We'll see about that. And at the very end, I'm gonna have a super duper cool surprise croissant. Surprise croissant in the end! You gotta watch until the end to see the super duper surprise croissant! It might be in the thumbnail. Let's get started. Croissant number 1, the cookie croissant, or the Crookie. Originating from a bakery in Paris. And that's all I have on that. This one is super duper simple. All you need, you could make it yourself, but all you really need is some pre-made cookie dough and some pre-made croissants that preferably you did not drop on the floor. First things first, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Parchment lined baking sheet down. And next we're gonna grab one of our croissants. One croissant. Super simple. Cut the croissant in half. Lengthwise, cut your croissant in half. Bada boom, bada bing. Now you're just gonna open your cookie dough and you're gonna put it in. Come on, you little bugger. Get out of there. Get out of there. Perfect. Whoa! Looks all kind of smushed and smashed together. We're gonna take a very generous amount of cookie dough. Maybe 2 pieces. Let's not be too crazy now. I'm gonna smush it up a little bit and just put it right in there. It should be looking a little something like that. And we're just gonna close her up and take one more little square or scoop or whatever, squish it out, and place it right on top. This is chocolate chip cookie dough. Now this is equivalent to 3 cookies and 1 croissant. How much is a cookie? Oh great, 80 calories for 1 cookie. A croissant, probably 100 something. Huh, great! Almost 200, 190. Bada boom, bada boom! You've got your Crookie. I don't think that I explained very well. We're going to be trying the different viral croissant recipes throughout the years, and we're going to be putting them head to head, fighting. They're going to fight to the death. We're going to be taste testing, and comparing each viral croissant and seeing how they stack up against each other. And by the end, we will crown the best viral croissant. I have my money on the creme brulee croissant. Every croissant here today is going to be a winner. But at the end of the day, there can only be one top dog. If you made it from scratch, I mean, maybe I'm doing a disservice by using pre-made everything, but come on, how much better could it be? And this is how the viral recipes tell you to do it. They all use pre-made croissant. Some use homemade cookie dough, some use pre-packaged. I'm going for some simplicity here. Also, I'm only making one croissant of each one because, well, pack of croissant is $5 or $6. And I didn't want to buy more than that. So we're doing one of each, except for the creme brulee. I'm making two of the creme brulee because, like I said, I'm already anticipating that one to be the best. And it just, oh my god. The oven is preheated, and now we put our Crookie. We put our Crookie croissant into the oven for 10 minutes. Beautiful, perfect.
Croissant in the oven. Croissant in the oven. Croissant
In the oven. While our Crookie is in the oven, we are going to immediately start on our next croissant. We're going to commit a sin against the croissant, and we are going to make the flattened croissant. Let's go ahead and grab one juicy looking croissant. That's God telling me to stop saying croissant. Grab one juicy croissant, and we're just gonna smash it down, smush it, get all of the air out that the bakers tried so hard to put in it. Sorry, God. Sorry to the French. We want this thing flat like paper. It's looking pretty good. That's one flat croissant. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Oh, the little croissant mark. The croissant is done. Behold the Crookie. Crookie. Woo. We're gonna let her rest, and we're gonna continue with our flattened croissant. We have our flat croissant, and the next step is to melt about 1.5 tablespoons of butter into a pan. Perfect. The honey butter flat croissant originating from South Korea. And that's about all I know on that as well. Got the place of origin, but nothing more. Okay. Dang, that is a lot of butter. Are we sure? That's a lot. Okay. Judas Priest. The croissant's gonna be swimming. Dive in head first, my friend. Add your croissant to the pan. Next, drizzle some honey on top, because this is a honey butter flattened croissant after all. It's in the name, honey and butter. I don't know how much, maybe about a tablespoon or so. Next step, you want to flip this. We want to caramelize. We want to caramelize the croissant to give it a nice crispy crust. A nice crispy crust. Now, a lot of people dip and coat and sprinkle toppings onto their flattened croissant. At first I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't sure if I had the ingredients to do so, but it turns out I do. So while that's caramelizing, we're just gonna melt some white chocolate. Well, I don't know if this is chocolate. We're gonna melt some white vanilla flavored wafers. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of pistachio butter to the chocolate, and we're gonna make kind of a pistachio coating. Maybe we'll do pistachio chocolate. That's trendy still, right, guys? I don't need that much. Just enough to drizzle it. Yeah, that's probably good. About 12 grams of white chocolate. And we're gonna just stick her in the microwave. Let's take a little peek. Oh, she's soggy. No, there's nothing wrong with being soggy. Is she looking thoroughly melted? actually, we're cooking. Okay, I think we're gonna need a couple more, seconds on that. I'm gonna flip it. Let's flip it. Should I put more honey? We want some honey on the backside as well, right?
I don't know. We're just trying to crisp it up. And now we flip. Oh!
Yeah, that's an absurd amount of butter. Maybe put like a half tablespoon. Tablespoon's a little too much. Let's make sure this thing is nice and flat. Let's check on the chocolate. We're getting somewhere. This is probably done and it will crisp up on the plate. And then I'm gonna have the best time cleaning this pan. Before it actually burns. Underside. Okay. She's looking pretty good. I think that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna add a little bit of pistachio butter. Okay, that one's pretty empty. A little bit of pistachio butter. That one's also pretty empty. We'll make do. To our white chocolate. You can dip it in anything you want. I happen to absolutely love and adore. Ooh, pistachio. This looks a little old and gray. Still tastes good though. I'm saying this is probably about 4 to 5 grams. Okay, 6. We've got 6 grams. I'm gonna call that pretty good.
And let's mix it up. Mix it together. We're gonna get a nice little white poopy green. White poopy green. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
We've got a nice beige green. Beautiful. Take a little peek at this croissant. It's feeling hard. Oh. Okay, maybe I should have put it on some... Okay, maybe I should have put it on a little bit of parchment paper because it is sticking to the plate. Dairy Queen be like... Hey, maybe I should grab les spatula.
Et voilà. Voilà freaking ella.
She's still a little bit floppy. Maybe she's gotta cool a little bit. It is getting a little... You hear that? She's crisping, but she's also still very hot. Pro tip. Be sure to clean out the pan before the sugar fully hardens, otherwise you will be crying. You will be crying, scraping it out. We're gonna melt some dark chocolate. Yep. I like the look of that. Throw her in the mic. Yo, Mike, take this over. Boom. I wish I had some like actual pistachios to sprinkle on here. Sorry, I'm just itching my elbow flakes directly into the flattened croissant. Okay, yes. And that's perfect. Chocolate, pistachio, flattened croissant. I'm just gonna, ooh, wow, yep, it feels hard. I like it. Okay, I definitely made too much chocolate, actually. Definitely melted a little too much chocolate. Was not necessary. Oh, it kind of looks like a bee. Oh, I almost don't want to put the green on. It looks like a little bee. That's cute. You could totally make little flattened croissant bees. Adorable. New video idea alert. I make pastries that look like bugs and then I eat them. If you've ever seen that little critter eating the, like that creamy bug, I want that. Mama wants that, and I feel like I'm gonna get that today with the creme brulee croissant. Alright, now let's put our pistachio chocolate on there. I'm gonna be very, very generous. Lay it on thick. So here it is. This is our chocolate pistachio croissant, and it's getting hard, but it's still flimsy. I think I'm gonna pop it into the freezer for a second to harden up the chocolate and the croissant. I have no idea when I cut myself, but I cut my finger. Maybe I made that croissant a little too flat. Croissant so flat it cut me. Wow, it's time to try our first croissant. The Crookie. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. All the crumbs falling to the floor. I'll clean that up, don't worry. Oh my. We need to try this immediately. Immediately? It's time to taste test. Croissant number 1, Crookie. Yes. Yes. Take a bite. Take a bite. Take a bite right now. Take a bite. Oh, that's good. Oh, mama. If you like underbaked cookies like me, you'll like this. You'll like this. Just look. I don't want to eat this, but I want to eat this. We have so many croissants. That's good. I'll save this piece. I won't eat the whole thing. I'll save one piece. Shoot. Honestly, I'm starting to have some worries for my upcoming creme brulee croissant. I really thought she would steal the show. A rating. What do I give this? I'm gonna give this an 8. 8 out of 10. To the Crookie. Cookie croissant gets an 8 out of 10. And this is store-bought Walmart croissant. Store-bought Walmart croissant and store-bought Walmart Great Value cookie dough. 8 out of 10. Imagine how good it would be homemade. I might pass away. I might die. Now we have our beautiful, beautiful flattened croissant. Now that it is cold as the freezer. But it is hard. No more floppy. No more floppiness. Chocolate. Nice and set. We gotta do what they always do. The noise. Is that satisfying? Please ignore the butter on my knife. Yeah, she's crisp. Yeah, she's crisp. What do we think? Without further ado, let's try the flattened croissant. Flattened honey butter croissant, pistachio and white chocolate, dark chocolate. Tried the end without any chocolate first. It tastes like something I used to make as like an after school snack. I would just take a tortilla and put butter and brown sugar, and that's it. I would just caramelize a tortilla then eat it, which is good. It's given the same vibe. Maybe I put honey too, I don't remember, probably. It's given the same vibe, definitely. It's flat, it's caramelized, it's crispy. Let's try the chocolate. That's doing something for me. Would I make this again? Probably not, especially when the Crookie exists. The pistachio is coming through nicely. I taste the pistachio and chocolate. It is good. It's good. And maybe I would make it again just to try like different toppings. I saw one where they did like white chocolate and freeze-dried strawberries. Yes, you, sir, are onto something. That sounds great. I don't have that. Made do with what I had, and it is good. Would I make it again? No, probably not. Also, the Crookie, not that this was hard, but the Crookie was a lot easier. I'll give it a solid 6. Yeah. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have another honey butter croissant, much like the flattened one, except for it's cut in half. Not really sure what to call it. I think I'm gonna call it horn. Last one, honey butter flattened croissant. This one, the honey butter horn croissants. All right, let's roll with it. All I know is that she hails from the motherland, Japan, inspired by Shibuya toast. Let's get cooking. First things first, we need to cut our croissant in half. Let's grab another floor croissant. Here we have the half-eaten croissants. And do this one. Yep. And now we cut it in half. And it's as simple as that. The oven is already preheated to 350. We will need the oven for this one. And boom, just like that. Just like that. And that's why I'm calling it the horn, because, well, that's what it looks like. This is the final product, but caramelized and crispified. Okay, I wrote all of these recipes down last night, and this is telling me to melt 4 tablespoons of butter. That's half of a stick to dunk one croissant. No. I think we can get by with 2 tablespoons. Yeah, no. Just get our butter. We'll just use the rest of this. That looks to me about maybe even close to 3 tablespoons. Actually, that's a lot. Well, what you gonna do? 2 to 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter. Melt it. Boom! The butter instantly melted. We have our 2 to 3 to 4-ish tablespoons of butter in there, and now we mix in 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. 4 tablespoons. No, scratch that. 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. I estimate that was about 3 tablespoons of butter. We want to do equal parts butter and brown sugar. And that's the difference between the horns and the flattened. It's the brown sugar. Let's go ahead and mix that up. I think I've mixed that quite a bit. Now we're gonna put 2-ish tablespoons of honey. 2 tablespoons le honey. Perfect. Now you just want to mix that up real nice and good. When the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza pie. I feel like the butter is just not wanting to mix. And you really get in there. Oh, like there's just a ring. There's a film of melted butter on the side that I can't quite incorporate. That's okay. Next step, we take our croissant halves and we go ahead and we dunk it into the mixture. Croissant half, dunk her in. I'm gonna be a little bit extra. And I'm going to really get it in there. I want it to be in the crevices. Then you're gonna stick your horn onto the parchment. Repeat. The next step is to brush this onto the side of the horns. And you're just gonna get it on there. Just gonna get it on there and coat the entire thing.
Lightly brush the horns.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say 2 tablespoons of butter is definitely enough, but I used more than that, I think. Can't be too sure. Oh wow, she just kind of melted, huh? Maybe I shouldn't have microwaved it more. Well, that's gonna happen in the oven anyway. It's going to be quite a mess. I just hope it doesn't spread off of my parchment paper because I did not cut it perfectly to this pan. Or rip it, rather. And guess what? I am low on parchment paper. I think 2 tablespoons of butter would definitely be enough. This is quite a lot. I'm gonna say that's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. Take a little peek-see at our horns. They're going in the oven at 350 for how long? 15 minutes, and then they rest for 30. Okie dokie, let's get her in! While those horns are cooking in the oven, we're gonna move on to the creme brulee croissant. The one that I think will probably take the longest, the one with the most maximum effort. But that little horn, yeah, needs to cook for 15 minutes and rest for 30. The creme brulee croissant. I'm not sure if it has any other origin other than Wendy on TikTok. Thanks for this one, Wendy. Her recipe specifically is the one that I'm going to be following. That's the one that I saw go viral. It's a lengthy one. A 3-step. At least we don't have to make the croissant from scratch. First, we make the sugar glaze. We dip our croissant into the sugar glaze, take it out, let it rest because that needs to harden, and then we make the base of our custard filling. And then we make some whipped cream, and we fold it all together, and then we stuff croissant. And then you enjoy! Yippee! Kind of feel like, actually, I want to make the base of the custard first because that needs to completely cool before we fold in the whipped cream. And I think that the croissant will set, the sugar glaze on the croissant will set more quickly. Holy smokes. The horns are done cooking. Oh, just as I feared. It ran off of the parchment paper. Oh, what a mess. Does it look good? It almost touched my thumb. What was I saying? I think the custard base needs more time. It'll take longer for that to fully chill than it'll take for the sugar to get crispy. So we're gonna make the custard first. Custard first. Now, the recipe that Wendy posted is for 12 croissants. I'm making 2. So it was a little bit difficult to sixth some of the ingredients. So for the sugar glaze, I 1/6 it, but for the filling and the whipped cream, I 1/4 it because it was just easier. Because I'm not gonna split an egg yolk in half. Let's be for real. Right, making the custard base, we start with the heat off. No heat, and add all of these ingredients just directly into your pot. We start with separate your egg white and yolk. Perfect. 1 egg yolk in the pot. A 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Boom. 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla. This is 1/4 teaspoon. 2 of these. A cheeky 1/2 cup of heavy cream. You want to do this low and slow to not curdle the egg. We don't want scrambled eggs. We want a smooth, creamy custard. Let's mix her up, and let's put her on low. Start on low, very low. You want to stir this pretty often, pretty constantly, to make sure that that egg yolk is not going to scramble up. It's a process, it takes a while. I'm just gonna keep stirring until it gets thick and creamy. I've actually just decided that I can multitask, so we're gonna do that. We've got the custard on the back burner, and we're gonna do the sugar glaze in this one, in the front burner. Just gotta make sure we keep mixing. So, low-ish to medium, she said 320 degrees. I looked that up, it said about a 3 or a 4, between 3 and 4 on the stove dial. 1/3 cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of water, a 1-to-1 ratio, into the pan. Gonna use these, I guess. Actually, yeah. I don't know if these are heat safe, but surely they'll be fine. Make sure you're mixing that custard. Oh shoot, it's clumpy. We don't want the milk to burn like it's doing right now. Don't want it to curdle, don't want it to burn. Can she multitask? Can she do it? I don't know. Historically, no. I've got a very bad habit of completely hunching over. So if you see me over here like this, like a shrimp, stirring like a shrimp, that's my bad cooking habit. My posture at the counter, terrible. When I'm chopping stuff, it's even worse. It's even worse. I'm like this. Back arched while chopping an onion. I do dishes like this too. Oh, and then I wonder why my back hurts, bro. My back hurts right now. Mix. Oh my god! Oh shoot, it's getting thick. Okay, she's in the constant stirring stage. Take a little peek at that. It's getting thick. In her video, she kept going until it was very thick. Very thick in a deep, deep yellow. Yes! It's looking fantastic. We're supposed to stir the sugar water until it gets to a certain temperature. What was that? Well, yeah, cook it to 320 degrees, or until it gets bubbly and turns an amber color. Well, she's not doing anything yet, but give her time. Give her time. This is getting thick. Take a little peek of that. Yes. I feel like we're there. It's getting to a weird, it's weird. It's defying physics in my eyes, the way it moves. I feel like this is plenty thick enough. Yeah, I feel like it's starting to separate. Okay, yep. Oh no. Why did that just immediately happen? It just immediately started curdling. What is that? What is that? Why is it doing that? Okay, yep, it's separating, dude. What? Ew. Turn off. Did you see how fast that happened? It was just perfect, and then it went and just separated completely. What is that? Ew, ew. It looks like fat. I guess it is. There is a lot of fat in there, fat and sugar. The sugar water is doing a whole lot of nothing, which is kind of fine with me at this moment. Okay, I'm gonna put it in a container. We're gonna pop it into the fridge. Yup, it's separated. Okay, I'm rolling with it. That kind of looks better, I guess. Let me... But it tastes great. This thing does not go up to 320. It's definitely nowhere near 320. I'll tell you that. Not even 100? We're not even hitting 100? Did Google AI lie to me? No way. It wouldn't do that.
I'll be back when it starts to actually do something.
I see bubbles forming in the bottom. This is exactly what I wanted, I think. It is supposed to start bubbling, so we are getting somewhere. The bubbles look like fish eggs. A million little fish eggs. They look like they go forever and ever and ever. I love it. It's fun to look at. Little eggs, big eggs, little eggs. Oh, the eggs are gone. She's getting there. It's bubbling a lot more, and I think I see the color starting to turn. I think I'm starting to see the amber color. A little bit. Flip! Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not flipping hot, boiling hot sugar. I would say it's ready. It's ready. She's ready. That's Amber. Hey, Amber! So we put our croissant in. Be careful, because it is boiling hot sugar. I'm gonna coat it. They say just the top, but what's the fun in that? Let's coat the entire freaking croissant in a crunchy sugar.
Because I like sugar.
Ooh, okay, I am gonna put it on the parchment paper over here. Forgot about that. Okay, other croissant in. Place aside, set aside, and we let that get nice and crispy. Next step to our creme brulee croissant is making the whipped cream. We got a bowl chilled in the freezer for probably 3 minutes. We need another half cup of heavy whipping cream. Ba-boom. We need 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. 1, 2, and then we just whisk this puppy, starting on low, gradually increasing the speed until we reach stiff peaks. Increasing speed! You don't want to overmix this either! If you overmix, it'll start to separate, much like my custard base! Well, my, look at that. I feel like we're reaching stiff peaks. Remy, what do you think, my boy?
Ready.
Alrighty. Alright, Remy. If you say so. I'll do it some more. I'll do it some more, Remy. You don't have to yell, okay? How about that, Remy? I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks like it's about to separate.
Remy.
So good. It killed him. It killed him. Fantastic. Now we got our whipped cream. Kitty! Kitty! Say hello to Kitty.
Hello, my kitty.
Want some whipped cream, Kitty? He's picky. I know he won't do it. Mwah, mwah.
You can go. Thank you, kitty.
Oh, Kitty! You've got me filthy! Bloody filthy! Full of cat hair. Probably cat hair in my whipped cream. It's totally my fault. Okay. We've got our beautifully whipped cream. And we got our chunky custard. Next step is to gently fold the custard into the whipped cream. Now, it's going to be chunky. It's going to be chunky, and I want you guys to be prepared for that. Oh wait, actually. Oh wait, that's kind of smooth. It's kind of smooth. Okay, it looks smooth. That's nice. That is nice. Maybe it won't be chunky. We're gonna gently fold in our custard into our whipped cream. Gently fold. That's looking great. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take ye old handy dandy bag flip it inside out and put it right onto your cup. We're gonna pipe it in to the croissant. Gonna fill our bag with our mixture. I definitely have way more than I need for 2 little croissants. Did I? No, what the heck? How did I do that? Wait, why did I do that? I'm an idiot. Why did I turn it inside out? Now it doesn't have a tip. Oh my. Okay, let me grab another bag.
I'm a dumb alpaca.
Putting the bag in the cup, not inside out. How am I gonna do this? And I feel terrible for wasting a freaking plastic bag. Good thing I made extra, huh? Turn that inside out and transfer. Just gonna get in there. Just gonna get in there. Don't be shy. Don't be shy or nothing.
Let's just put it all in there because at this point, you know, why not?
Now that's what you want. Well, actually, what the heck? Does this bag just suck? Why does it have a weird bottom? Whatever. You want to use centrifugal force to get the custard on the bottom of the bag. Just like that. That's perfect. Boom. You've got a piping bag? Sure. Yeah, I think I figured out why you don't glaze the bottom with sugar because... Oh, damn! It stuck to the parchment paper and it peeled the bottom off. Oh, yep, just like that. This isn't very, like, hardened. Okay, put them in the freezer for a little bit. Definitely much better. It's a lot less, wet. But it is still, it is still stuck to the plate. Just go ahead and, perfect. There, minimal losses. Minimal loss. The next step is to make a hole in these. I think a chopstick will do. Put a hole in the back end here. We want to make a hole for our filling to go. I really want it to be super filled. Whoops, I think I went all the way through. There is an enter wound and an exit wound. Get the other one. It's not glamorous like the TikTok chefs, but we're getting her done. We are getting her done. Perfect. Let's try right there. Just want to make a little cut. I say let's try right there, but there's no going back. Okay, yup. Let's try our best to fill it up. I don't have a tip or anything. Okay, there's the crevasse, and we are going to just... Glamorous! Beautiful! It was all going so well. Wow. Honestly, they're kind of beautiful. They're pretty. Just don't look on the underside. Okay? Alright! 2 more croissants. Our honey butter corn croissants, they've been waiting long enough. And also made some sugar glass with that one. This is where I had the creme brulee croissants sitting. Yeah, they stuck real bad. If you make those, don't coat the underside like the original video says to do. Don't do that, like me. Let's remove these little horns. Oh, yes. Gotta do it like the video and squeeze it. Oh my heavens.
I'm so ready to taste it!
It's been sitting for like an hour. That's how long it took me to make the creme brulee ones. Let's dig in. Yes, it is very honey forward. It tastes like burnt honey. If you're into that, get it. And once again, very reminiscent of the whoa. Who wants it? Who wants this one? what the heck was I saying? Yeah, very reminiscent of the after school sugar tortilla that I used to make. Yep, tastes like sugar. It tastes like sugar and honey. It's pretty good. I like the flat croissant more, probably mostly 100% for the chocolate topping. So I'd give this one a 5. I'd give it a solid 5. I would not make it again, but it is good. Like, I'll eat it. Now, for the one that I have been waiting for, I pretty much have been eating every single part of the process, but creme brulee croissants. Tell me, I know they're messy. I know they're a little janky. They're a little messed up. But tell me that does not look delicious. Regardless. Yes. I'm so ready. I'm gonna cut one in half. Let's cut it in half. Come over here. Because the cream will spill out. Let's go for this one. I think I manhandled this one a little more. I'm gonna try and be gentle. Worked out better than I imagined. Yes, I want the bigger piece. God damn. Oh my heavens. Yes. Well, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Like, That's good. That's good. With the cream, it feels like the entire thing is like melting in your mouth. That is so good, dude. The custard, the sweet outer layer. The croissant kind of got soggy. It didn't really get like crispy and crunchy on the outside. In the video, she like squeezes it and it just cracks and falls apart like the sugar on the pan. I think I didn't get the sugar hot enough, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Actually, maybe that would have been worse. Because then it would be crunchy freaking sugar glass. This is like nice and soft and it just melts. It melts. And what do I rate it? That's the question. That is the golden question because I'm still thinking about that crookie. I'm still thinking about that croissant cookie because that was good. That was good too. Nine. It's good. It's really good. But the crookie is also so good. But the crookie was so easy. Like, I would say it's on the same level as the crookie. But the level of effort, should it go lower or higher? I feel like it needs to be higher because, well, it took effort. It can't be lower than the easiest freaking recipe of my life, the crookie. It's also just, it's that good. It is. 9. It's a 9. It is. It is. It is so good. Creme brulee croissant. Out of the 4 that we made, crookie, flat croissant, croissant horn, honey butter, creme brulee croissant. She's winning. She's winning. Here's the remainder of the half of my horn. Honey butter horn, some cream. Yep. It's this cream, bro. This cream is so good. I love custard so much. That's good. I did that because that one's crispy on the outside, so maybe the crispy sugar. Yep, it's a 9. It's a 9. Especially if I did it right. If that outside was nice and crispy and crunchy, and it tasted like that. Ooh, boom! Bam! Get out of here, crookie. Creme brulee croissant on top. But we have 2 more croissants to go. The rice paper croissant and the secret croissant. Let's get to it. The box of croissants. Boom. The remainder of the Crookie. Beautiful girl. Pistachio chocolate. The horn. Beautiful, crispy, crunchy horn. And my baby doll. Creme brulee. Alright. Our next croissant on the docket is the viral rice paper croissant. Not much of a croissant. Maybe a little bit controversial, but it looks like a croissant. Maybe with a little bit of a chewy, like mochi-like texture. I'm very curious. I don't think this one comes from any like specific bakery or place like the other three did. I just know it's. I'm gonna call it TikTok viral. It popped off on TikTok. The first step is to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we just combine all of our ingredients into a bowl. We need to melt a tablespoon of butter. Let's do that first. Let's melt it. Let's pop that in the microwave for about 30 seconds. How y'all doing? Excited for the rice paper croissant? Me too. Alright, now that our butter is melted, I did not think this through because if we just put our eggs into there, it's gonna start cooking the eggs because it's hot. So, I'm just gonna, this is the plate that I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna dump our butter onto the plate. Crack 2 eggs into our bowl. Get that out of here. 2 eggies. And I'm gonna whisk these really good because we don't want streaky whites. We're basically making like a French toast mixture that we're gonna dip our rice paper into, and then we're gonna roll it into a croissant shape. And I don't think it's gonna taste like a croissant, but it'll look like one. Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough. Good enough. Next up, 4th cup of milk. Just got the whole milk. Surely you can use any milk. Whole milk is typically the best for baking. Has the most fat, of course. Next, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. 1 and about 1/2. Maybe a little more, but that's okay with me. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Second to last, a 4th teaspoon of cinnamon. And that's why I'm calling it French toast, because I don't think there is cinnamon in normal croissants. I don't believe so. Please don't clump up. Oh, it's clumping. Should have mixed it in before the milk. Through trial and error, I've learned that cinnamon mixes into the egg and sugar mixture pretty well. But if there's too much liquid, it just likes to clump up. Not too bad. Alright, that's what it should be looking like so far. That's what it should be looking like. And finally, a 4th teaspoon of baking powder. Very curious ingredient. But I won't question the chef. Okay, that's also clumping a little bit. That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted actually. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wanted clumps of baking powder. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Mix. You know you want to. Baka. Honestly, that looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, no, that looks good. There's a few. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, perfect. Now we can, I hope this all fits onto the plate. It's got a bit of a lip, and it's the perfect size for our rice paper. So that's, oh, did that butter harden? No. Little bit. Amazing. Let's give that a little, okay, the butter is a little bit hard, but that's okay. Make sure the butter is nice and incorporated. Yep, you can see the hardened butter on my whisk. Not popping this into the microwave because I think I would end up with a sugar vanilla cinnamon omelet. The eggs would just immediately start cooking. Oh, I can see the hardened butter crusting all around the rim. Let me get you in there. All the butter is just kind of chilling in the rim. It's okay. The next step is to coat pieces of rice paper. I'm gonna coat it, soak it in this mixture, and then lay it onto our board. This recipe makes two croissants. This is my first time working with the rice paper. Oh, that's cool. Each croissant takes 3 rice papers. I'm gonna coat it nice and well. One side and then flip it. I don't know if it's supposed to get soggy. Still feels very hard. Gonna give it a little massage. We give it a little massage. Surely that's good. It's it's got some clumps of butter on it. Alright, next one. We're gonna coat 3 rice papers and then just lay them on top of each other. You know what? This butter, you know what? The butter is fine. The butter is fine because it will melt in the oven. It'll melt in the oven, which it has to be in for 30 minutes, mind you. 30 minutes in the oven? You're kidding me. Number 2, lay it right on top. Finally, the third. We top that off. Now we got our 3 stack of rice paper. We're gonna cut it into a triangle shape and go like that. Okay, perfect. Bada boom, bada boom. Oh, they're very soft and slimy now. Take this piece and we place it right on top of that middle triangle. And then we take the right side and place it along the bottom like so. Okay, gonna roll it up in a croissant-like fashion. Bro, it looks like a jellyfish washed up on the beach. What is that?
Perfect. Now you have your perfect croissant.
Perfect. Okay. What is that, bro? And once you have it, you know you can shape it into your croissant shape before you pop it in the oven. Croissant. Let me make the second one real quick. And bada boom. 2 beautiful croissants. Woo, she's swimming. She's swimming. Beautiful little jellyfish.
Here, little jelly.
Swim with your little friend. Woo, woo. Sorry. Playing with your food is a little rude, isn't it? Get them looking like croissants. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh wow, that butter is really solid. I kind of have a thought. What if I just put some butter on the top? In the oven, it will melt. You want a nice buttery croissant. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Next step is to get these puppies onto a baking sheet. Ta-da! This is a totally optional step, but I saw one person do it, so I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna sprinkle a tiny bit of sugar on the top of our croissants.
Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle.
Right, perfect. There they are. Ooh, very, very, very croissant. And now these bad boys go into the oven for 30 to 35 minutes.
The rice paper croissants are ready.
They actually look nice. Those actually look good. Dare I say they kind of resemble croissant? They are hot. Voila. They are now cooled down. I think they look pretty good. Holy greasy. I was worried about the butter. This one looks good. That one looks fat and juicy. Let me hold it up like I just caught a fish. Yeah, making that my new Facebook profile picture. Bam. Rice paper croissant. Check it out. It's still a little hot. It's still a little hot. We need to see if it has buttery, beautiful layers like a real croissant. Oh, do you see the steam? Wow. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a little more tough, but that looks like a croissant. That looks like a croissant. It's got layers. It's got layers. Yeah, it's definitely chewy. Let me just puff some of the steam out real quick. It smells like egg.
It smells like egg.
Cheers, bottoms up. Maybe no. Maybe no. I'm gonna say that's probably the first no of the day. It's kind of bland. I'm getting hints of rubber. Maybe that's just the texture though. But nah, like it's heavy on the egg. Very heavy on the egg. It's kind of bland, eggy, and well, rice. It is chewy though. I was excited for this one. It's kind of a letdown. Like I was not delusional enough to think it would actually taste like a croissant, but I was hoping for like a nice French toast flavor with like a mochi texture. Like forget about the crispy outside. That in part, that is like, ow, first of all, it's hot. Second of all, it is really squishy. Chewy. Ow. Very squishy. Meh. It's not terrible, but I would never, ever make that again. I would make French toast. I freaking love French toast. Yeah, just make French toast. And honestly, French toast, even though it doesn't look like a croissant, it doesn't taste like a croissant either, but it's closer. I mean, a piece of bread is closer to a croissant than rice paper is. Right? Because bread, wheat, whatever, flour. We're gonna give that a probably 2 out of 10. But that's just based on what I've rated everything so far. Like, I wouldn't say a 2 is disgusting. Meh. Tastes like rice and eggs and sugar. Nah. Pass. It does look really nice though, and it's a fun texture. Nah. Finally, at long last, we've made it to the final croissant. My super duper secret croissant. But what could it be? What could it be? It's not particularly a viral croissant, but it's something special. That's for sure. If you enjoy partaking in food videos, you may have heard of a YouTuber named Naomi John. A YouTuber from Germany. She does a lot of food related videos along with fashion, but a lot of food videos. She did like a vlog sort of type in Paris, France, where she went to like cheap, I think it was cheap versus expensive. And she went to this place that gave her a croissant the size of probably 2 of her heads. Huge croissant. And when I saw that, I thought, hey, I need that in my life. I need giant croissant in my life. I need giant croissant and hold it like a baby. Read it a bedtime story. Duck it in. Take a little nibble. I need that oh yeah, chocolate croissant at that. Giant chocolate croissant. I was not sure how to do this, and Lord knows I'm not gonna do it from scratch. At least not in this video. So I got two containers of dough, big and buttery. It says it's 50% larger than the normal croissant. It's 8 rolls in a can, so I'm hoping 16 normal croissants could equal 1 big croissant. I've never used these before, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm working with. Let's, how do I open it? Fill in direction of arrow to remove label. Wait, but what about the directions? Did I do it right? I just kind of ripped the label off. Oh! Ew. I mean, it's just dough, but it just kind of looks gross. Come on, little dough. Come on. Yeah, I think 2 of these will do the job. I think 2 of these will do the job. Now, oh my gosh, that smells good. really see where... Oh! Okay. No, that's cool. It smells so good. It smells like croissant, bro. Ow, my dainty little wrist. Ow, my dainty little wrist, bro. And I'm thinking we're just gonna combine these and roll it into one big croissant. The one that she had wasn't really like crescent shaped. It was a big rectangle. So I'm not really worried about that crescent shape. I'm just gonna knead the seams together and then we're gonna roll it up. Okay. Combine into one croissant. One croissant to rule them all. Let's roll it up. I feel like kind of rolling it loosely to give it... Wait a second. It's gonna be very, like, thin if I do that. I might... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, golly. Well, maybe. Let's just do it. Oh, no. They're separating. Looks like an amazing cheese pull, though. The seams look like the best cheese pull of your life. This is... Let's just roll it up and see what it looks like. There's gonna be a giant lump. No. Okay. Back to plan A. We're combining them at the seams. I'm messing this poor dough up. Poor croissants. They could have been real croissants. Instead, I'm violating them. Alright. Press that down. Lock it in. Final answer? Now let's roll it up. Whatever happens, happens. No, it should... Okay. I'm not liking this. Why? I mean, it's big. It should rise, right? Do you think it's too late to unroll it? You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. You know what? Yeah, we'll make it croissant shaped. This is my big... Oh my god, I didn't put chocolate in it! What a disaster! Oh no.
Not bad, not too bad. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. You know what? That is good enough. I'm gonna go get the chocolate. We're just gonna sprinkle it on, I suppose. Well, I meant to do it a little bit more neatly, like in a line. I'll do several stripes. Okay, there's line number 1. Looks good. Oh no, it's falling apart. Why is it getting longer? Okay, line of chocolate number 2. Yep, that looks good. Let's keep rolling it up. Screw it. 3 lines of chocolate. 3 stripes of chocolate. Just a little bit. Yeah, this definitely got longer. It doesn't even fit on the tray anymore. Let's shape this. Let's shape this into a point, shall we? Like, good lord, looks a little bit ugly. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. For sure. Let me try and smush this together. Ew, bro. Oh god, that looks actually disgusting. It's croissant. It's gonna be really good. And voila! Should I cook it like that? It looks like a mustache. No. Let's make it the classic croissant shape. Just the finishing touches. Yeah, that looks great. Did that? Should I Dairy Queen flip it? It feels like it'll stay on. Dairy Queen. Woo! Wow. That's amazing. She may not be the prettiest croissant, but god dang it, she might be the biggest. Dare I say she's a little too crescent shaped. There. Okay. Hands off, chefs. Time's up. Hands up. Well, let's put her in the oven. Want to take a peek at Big Croissant? Let's take a peek at Big Croissant. Woo! She's getting there. I think it's been about like 15 minutes. I forget. Let's give her a toothpick test because she's looking very croissant-y. Yeah, no, I think I see some raw dough on there. Yeah, no, that's definitely raw dough. Okay. Cook more. I think giant croissant is ready. Are y'all ready to see my giant croissant? 3, 2, 1. That's a pretty big croissant. It's not exactly the croissant that I was wishing and hoping for, but that's a big croissant. That's a pretty big croissant. If I rolled it in a different way, I think I could have actually achieved the one as big as my head. But I'm pretty happy with the croissant that I made. That's beautiful. As difficult as I made it, I made it more difficult than it had to be, but we got there. Ta-da! Giant croissant! Giant croissant. My dear little baby. My little baby. Alright. I feel like I gotta freaking tuck her into bed with a tortilla blanket. Wow. Well, the backside is a little... It looks darker on camera. The backside is a little toasty. Just a little bit toasty. It's not too bad. I did have it on the bottom rack. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I was scared of burning the top. And I wasn't sure how much it was gonna rise. I don't know how to attack this thing. I think we gotta start with one end. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep, I taste that burnt. I taste that char. Yeah, it tastes like a croissant. Duh. I guess there's not really anything special about this except for the size. The sheer size of it. I think I achieved my goal. It's bigger than my head, but I want to get to the chocolate. Obviously. Okay, maybe I could have used a little more. It is steaming though. Okay, yeah, could have used a little more chocolate. I'm not a fan of this visual little chocolate pooping out. Yeah, that's a sad amount of chocolate for the size of this thing. Probably cut that up into medallions and serve it out. But yeah, no, I would not make that again, obviously. It's very much for the visual. What do I rate it? I mean, it is a croissant. Compared to the others, it doesn't compare, except for it is better than the rice paper one. I think I'm gonna give it a 3. It tastes fine, but don't make that. A bit of a lackluster finish, but that's okay. Me and little Remy here want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed making croissants with us. Right, Remy?
Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed watching me make croissants. Most of them were really good. Really good. My favorite was definitely the creme brulee croissant. Creme brulee croissant, definitely a favorite. But the cookie croissant is probably the one that I would go back to.
You know what, Remy? I think I agree with that. The creme brulee one was by far top-notch, the best croissant I've ever had. But the cookie croissant, it's so easy, so simple. I'm gonna make that again. If I had to recommend any of these, I would 100% recommend the Crookie. Make the Crookie, make that, eat that. Pre-made croissants and pre-made cookie dough, that's all you need. That is all you need. Sorry to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming, but I must bring you your monthly chicken. I must bring the monthly birthday chicken. April. It's time for your birthday chicken, April. It's time for your birthday chicken. Are you ready? From the fancy chicken calendar, April. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, April. Nice, yellow, fluffy chicken. That's a pretty fancy one. It's so fluffy. You can't even see his little face. That's pretty cute. Congrats, April, and a happy, happy, happy birthday. Back to me and Remy. You got any last words, Remy?
Final words? Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and ring that bell if you want. That's not necessary, but make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, thank you, Remy. What a good little boy. What a good little boy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Okay. Bye-bye now.